Since they wanna know. Since they wanna know. I said since they wanna know.
Tom Brady, the GOAT, the greatest quarterback of all time, quarterback for the New England Patriots, just turned 40 years old. And while a lot of people know him, he does have 5 Super Bowls, and a lot of people have been asking him, now that he's turned 40, how long does he think he's going to play for? And he says he feels better now at 40 than he did when he turned 30. So that seems crazy to me. So it made me want to do a little research. Now, a lot of people know some things about him because he is, again, probably the best quarterback to have ever played. But it made me want to dig a little deeper and find out what does he do that not only is making him feel so good at 40, but has made him the greatest quarterback of all time. So after looking up some things, these are the 5 things that I found about Tom Brady that has made him the greatest of all time. Number 1, his diet. A lot of people know that Tom Brady is on a very strict diet. He has a dietitian that he works with. He eats mostly vegan for most of the year. I found that he does eat meat certain times during the cold winter months, but he stays away from things like processed foods, dairy, sugar. It's funny, even on the sidelines of games, he doesn't drink the sugary sports drinks that most athletes drink. His dietitian has him with a special drink that's made up some concoction of lemon juice and a ton of electrolytes. It's funny, he doesn't tell everybody what's in it. He acts like he doesn't know. I think he's drinking Michael's secret stuff, the same stuff that Jordan was drinking in Space Jam. Come on, Tom, what are you drinking? Number 2, the way Tom trains. He's trained his body and he stays a little bit more away from weights and hardcore workouts and really tries to make his body as flexible and pliable as possible. He even does certain exercises that are going to simulate what his body will have to go through in football games so that he can recover and prevent a lot of the common injuries that his position of quarterback would take during a normal game. He's also worked on his recovery a lot more, doing things like yoga, cryotherapy, things that will help his body prepare for that next week. Number 3, meditation. Tom practices meditation on a daily basis, basically spending some time with his thoughts, trying to prepare for what he wants to do that week, clearing his mind of any negativity, trying to stay as positive as he can. He says it allows him to be a better father, allows him to be a better football player, and overall just kind of focus his time and energy in the right place. I think that's something that personally I'm trying to get into a little bit more, but meditation seems to be becoming more and more popular, and obviously it's working for Tom, so it could probably work for some of us as well. Number 4, Tom actually trains his mind doing certain exercises through an iPad where he's actually training his brain to respond quicker, to be able to function at a high rate. I don't know what games he's playing, but Tom, let us in, man. I want to play the games. I want a faster brain. But that's something that he says that he trains as well. Not only take care of his body, but he trains his mind so that he can stay sharp and stay fresh. Number 5, Tom's bedtime is 8:30. Now that may seem really early for a lot of people, but he goes to bed at 8:30 and normally sleeps on an average of 9 hours. So obviously he's getting the recovery there. Now not only that, but he sleeps in special sleep recovery sleepwear, where it helps his body recover overnight from aches, pains, joint. It helps improve circulation. So not only is he getting a good 9 hours, which most of us probably aren't getting, but he's sleeping in special stuff to help him recover even better. So those are the 5 most interesting things I found about Tom Brady and all the things he does to become the greatest of all time. Now, I respect greatness, and although I'm not a Patriots fan, let's remember, I am a New York Giants fan. Hey, you guys just remember when the New York Giants beat the New England Tom Bradys in the Super Bowl that one time? Excuse me, 2 times? And the one time we ruined the undefeated perfect season, 18-1 Giant loss? Forget about it! How you doing? But I think there's a lot that we can learn from Tom Brady. Not only because he's such a great athlete, but all the things that he does outside of football to have become the greatest quarterback of all time. Now, it made me think a little bit. There are a lot of things that we have. We have goals. I'm sure you have goals. I'm sure you have things that you want to achieve, maybe in your job, maybe in your life. What if you took just 1 or 2 things and did them daily or weekly or even monthly, and if those 2 things were strictly based on becoming better at what you wanted to become, or strictly just based on achieving that goal, how much better could you be? Could you be the best? Maybe you could even be the GOAT, the greatest of all time at whatever you wanted to achieve. Now, Tom Then his teammates say that he basically spends all day, every day, all of his decisions are based on, is it going to make him a better football player? Now, that may seem extreme for everybody, but again, people who are the greatest at their sport, people who are the greatest at what they do, they're willing to do that. They're willing to sacrifice a lot of things in their daily life to become the greatest of all time at what they're trying to do. If you want to be the best, you have to have the best habits. If you want to be the greatest of all time, your habits need to reflect that. So just think, what if you did 1 or 2 things a day that were strictly based on getting you to that point? What if you did everything in your day that was based upon getting to that goal or achieving the greatness in whatever field you're trying to achieve? Again, nothing's holding you back. It's just a couple simple decisions and daily routine that is going to get you to be the greatest of all time. Hopefully some of you guys out there will become the GOAT in your field. All right? Take care, everybody. Have a good one.
Since they wanna know, I said since they wanna know, here's the formula on O, now let's go. O-Trice the giant, standing a 5'8" stature, back with a second album supplying your fear factor.